Hi everyone, today I'm going to do our next lesson on radicals, that is lesson 3 on multiplying radicals. So I'll start the lesson by doing these two warm-up questions. First question is 4 minus 3, in the bracket we have x plus 1. So we can open the bracket first, so it becomes 4, negative 3 times x is negative 3x, and negative 3 times 1 is negative 3. Now you combine the like terms. 4 minus 3 is 1 minus 3x. This is your answer. Question 2 is x minus 2 whole square. So you can write here x minus 2 twice. And you can FOIL these two expressions. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And then negative 2 times negative 2 becomes positive 4. This is equal to x squared. We're going to combine the like terms. So negative 2x becomes negative 4x plus 4. Okay. Next, in order to multiply radicals, only the index must be the same. It's not like adding or subtracting radicals where you always look at the index and the radicand. You can only add or subtract two radicals if their index is same and their radicand is same. But in multiplication, you only look at the index, you don't look at the radicand, okay? If the index is same, you can multiply two radicals. We can always verify our answer by using a calculator. Okay, remember we always simplify the radicand if possible. Now here in general, let's see here we have two radicals. Okay, we're gonna multiply these two radicals. For that, you always have to multiply the coefficients first, a and c. We're gonna multiply a and c. And then because our index is same in both the radicals, our index is n, so we can just multiply our radicands that are b and d. Let's do a first example on multiplying radicals. So you have 3 square root 6 into 5 square root 20. So here we're going to multiply the coefficients first, 3 and 5, and then we know that the index is same for both the radicals. The index is 2, so we can just multiply the radicands. That is, we can multiply 6 and 20. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15. And inside the radical, we have 6 and 20. So we're going to multiply 6 by 20. So 15, this becomes 6 times 20 is 120. Okay. We have to simplify this further. Okay. Because we can find the square root of 120 by breaking 120 as a product of a perfect square and some other number. Okay. So 120 can be written as 4 times 30, and we can put these two radicals separately. So square root of 4 we know is 2. 15 times 2 is 30. Square root of 30. Okay, example 2. So you have square root of 13 multiply square root of 13. So again, because our index is same, we can just multiply our radicands. 13 times 13 is 169, and square root of 169 is 13. Next, example 3. In example 3, we're going to open the bracket first. So when we're opening the bracket, we're going to multiply the first term that is inside the bracket with the whatever is here, this expression that is outside the bracket. Okay, so we're going to multiply the coefficient with coefficients. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And cube root of 14 times 2. Next, we're going to open the bracket. We're going to multiply the second term that is in the bracket with the expression that is in front of the bracket. So negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. Cube root of 12 times 3. So this becomes negative 8. Cube root of 14 times 2 is 24. Plus 6. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay. And cube root of 24, we have to simplify the cube root of 24. And we know that cube root of 24 can be written as a product of a perfect square and some other number. So 24 can be written as, oh, not a perfect square, sorry, here, because our index is 3. So we have to break 24 in terms of a cube, a perfect cube, and some other number. So 24 can be written as 8 times 3 plus 6 cube root of 36. Cube root of 8, we know it is 2. So negative 8 times 2 becomes negative 16. Cube root of 3 plus 6 cube root of 36. So this is your answer. Okay, question number 4. To do question number 4, we're gonna apply difference of square formula here. So if we have a minus b multiplied by a plus b, this is equal to a square minus b square. This is a formula that we're gonna apply here in question number 4. So we have a minus b into a plus b, and we know that this is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, so this becomes 4 square root 5, because this is our a, whole square minus 2 square. 4 square is 16, square root of 5, whole square, 2 square is 4. Square root of 5 square, square and square root cancels out, we are left with 5. So 16 times 5 is 80, minus 4, and this is equal to 76. Okay, we're gonna do few questions on multiplying radicals, but now we have a variable also in a radical. So here we're gonna multiply these radicals. So we have negative 2 square root of 11c. In the bracket, we have 4 square root of 2c cubed minus 3 square root 3. So let's open the bracket first. Negative 2 times 4 becomes negative 8. And we're going to multiply the radicands together. Okay, now we're going to open the bracket by multiplying the second term that is inside the bracket with the expression that is outside the bracket. So we get negative 2 times negative 3 becomes positive 6. Square root of 11c times 3. So this becomes negative 8. 11 times 2 is 22. And here we have c and c cube. Because we have like bases, we're going to add the exponents. So c means here c the power 1. Because if it is just c, it means c the power 1. We're going to add the exponents here. 3 plus 1 becomes 4. So c the power 4 plus 6. And here 11 times 3 becomes 33 times c. Okay, so this c power 4, square root of c to the power 4 is c square. So this is equal to negative 8 c square bracket 22 plus 6 33 c. Here we have to apply the restriction on our variable. Our variable is c. So our restriction is c greater than equal to 0. The reason our restriction is c greater than equal to 0, because our index is even, okay, and also our exponent of c, if you look at the exponent of c is odd, okay. If the exponent of a variable is odd and our index is even, so then our restriction will be c greater than equal to 0, because we cannot apply the value of c as negative. Okay, if we put negative value of c here, we cannot find the square root of a negative number. Okay, question number 2. So we have 2 square root of 3a plus 3 square root of 4a whole square. So we can write this twice and then FOIL it. Okay, now you can FOIL this. So when you FOIL, you multiply the first term with the first term. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then you multiply the radicands, okay? So 3 times 3 is 9, and a times a is a square. So 9a square. Plus, now the first term with the second term of the second expression, okay? So it becomes 3 times 2 is 6, and you multiply the radicands too. So 3 times 4 is 12, a square, plus, now we multiply 3 square root of 4a with the 2 square root of 3a. So 3 times 2 is 6. And inside our root, we're going to multiply the radicands. So 4 times 3 is 12a, 12a square, plus, now we're going to multiply 3 square root of 4a with the 3 square root of 4a. So 3 times 3 is 9. And square root of 4a multiplied by square root of 4a becomes 4a. So it becomes 9 times 4a, that is 36a. Okay, let's simplify this now. So square root of 9 is 3, square root of a square is a. So 3 times 4 is 12a, plus 6. We can break square root of 12 as a product of perfect square and some other number, because 12 can be written as 4 times 3. Same here, 12 can be written as 4 times 3. Okay, square root of 4 is 2. 6 times 2 is 12, and square root of a square is a. And we cannot find the square root of 3, so we'll leave it as it is. So square root of 4 is 2, 6 times 2 is 12. Square root of a square is a, and square root of 3. Okay, in the same way, we're going to simplify the third term here. So 6 times 2 is 12. A square root is a, square root of 3 plus 36a. So these two are the like terms. We cannot simplify them. So 12 plus 12 becomes 24. So it becomes 24a square root of 3. Okay, we're going to combine the like terms here. 12a plus 36a is 48a, 24a cube root of 3. Okay, we're going to apply the restriction on our variable. So here, look at the index first. The index is even, okay, and the exponent of a variable is odd, that is 1. So our restriction will be a greater than or equal to 0. We cannot plug negative value of a here. Okay, I want you guys to try question number 3 by yourself, and the answer key is posted on D2L. It's straightforward. Again, you're going to open the bracket here, and you're going to simplify the like radicals. Okay, I'm going to do question number 4. Question number 4 looks really intimidating, but it's not that hard. Okay, I'm going to simplify this question. So here we have to open the second bracket first. Okay, so here we're gonna put the first term as it is, and we open the bracket. Okay, so we're gonna multiply negative 2 cube root of 3x with the cube root of 18x square. So we get negative 2. Whatever is inside a cube root, we're gonna multiply them together. Means we're gonna multiply these two radicands here, 3x and 18x square. So when we multiply these two radicands, we get 54. 18 times 3 is 54. X cube. Okay. So next, we're going to multiply this negative 2 cube root of 3x with the negative 5 cube root of 6x cube y4. So here we get that negative 2 multiply negative 5 is negative 10. Cube root of 6 times 3 is 18. Here we have x to the power 1 and here x to the power 3. With the like terms, when we are multiplying, we just add the exponents. So 3 plus 1 becomes 4. Okay. And same thing with y. So we just have y to the power 4. We can just plug it as it is. Let's simplify this now. Okay. 54. Let's think of how can we break 54 as a product of a perfect square with some other number. So 54 can be written as 9 times or 27 times 2, right? 4x, 27 times 2 minus 2 cube root of, same thing, 54 can be written as 27 times 2 x cube minus 10. In this, I'm gonna write for now this as it is, 18x power 4 y the power 4. Okay, cube root of 27. 27 is a perfect cube. So cube root of 27 is 3. So 4 times 3 becomes 12. And cube root of 2 minus, now here cube root of 27 is 3. So 3 times 2 is 6. And cube root of x cube is x. Okay, minus, okay, x to the power 4 can be written as x cube into x, and we know cube root of x cube is x. And same thing, y to the power 4 can be written as y to the power 3 into y, and we know cube root of y to the power 3 is y. So we will get x and y out with the 10. So 10xy, and inside we are left with 1x and 1y. Okay. Now we're gonna combine the like terms. Oh, we have missed x here. Okay, we had x here on the second step. Okay, so we're gonna combine the like terms. We have 12x cube root of 2, and here we have negative 6x cube root of 2. So we are gonna subtract these two radicals. So again, we can subtract two radicals only if our index is same. So we have index 3 here, and the radicand is same. So radicand we have 2. So we can simplify first two terms here. Okay, so 12 take away 6 is 6, x cube root of 2 minus 10xy cube root of xy. Okay, let's look at our restrictions now. Because our index is odd here, so that is 3. So our restriction on, we have two variables, x and y. So our restrictions on these two variables will be all real numbers because of our odd index. Okay, last question. So an isosceles triangle has a base of square root of 20 meters. Each of equal side is 3 square root of 7 meters in length. Determine the exact area of a triangle. Let's draw a triangle first. So the base is square root of 20. And the other two sides are square root of 3 times square root of 7. We have to find the area of this triangle. To find the area, the formula is base times height divided by 2. We already given the base, that is square root of 20. but we are not given the height. So we're going to calculate the height first. So let's draw our straight line. Okay. So this is a perpendicular line. We're going to find this value, the value of this perpendicular line here, that is height. Let's take this as h. To find h, so this is a right angle triangle here. Okay. Let's name this triangle A, B, and C. Okay. So in this triangle ABC, we're gonna use our Pythagorean theorem to find the value of h. Okay, that is a square plus b square equal to c square. So a is square root of 20. I'm gonna take half of it. That is equal to square root of 20 can be written as 4 times 5 divided by 2. So square root of 4 is 2 times square root of 5 by 2. That becomes square root of 5. Okay. So side A is square root of 5 square. And our B is h. And our C is 7 square root of 7 whole square. So let's simplify it for h. So this becomes 5 plus h square equal to 3 square is 9. Square root of 7 square is 7. So 9 times 7 is 63. So h square equal to 63 minus 5. So h square equal to 58. So h is equal to square root of 58. So we got our h. So we got our height of the triangle. Now let's calculate the area. Area is base times height divided by 2. So our base is square root of 20. And our height is square root of 58 divided by 2. So this becomes, so we're going to multiply these two radicals here. So 20 times 58 is 1160 divided by 2. So 1160 can be written as 4 times 290. I'll break 1160 as a product of perfect square and some other number. Square root of 4 is 2. So area is equal to square root of 290 meters square. Okay. So that's it for this lesson.